Hello, Father Vito, once again from the Diocese of Sacramento. My warmest greeting to all of you. Let go and let God. Let go all the worries, anxieties in life, and let God take over it. And don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Hakuna Matata. Don't worry, be happy. Today is April 28th and it's Thursday. Today I will be meditating on the Gospel of John chapter 3 verses 31 to 36. The one who comes from above is above all. The one who is of the earth, earthly, and speaks earthly things. But the one who comes from heaven is above all. He testifies to what he has seen and heard, but no one accepts his testimony. Whoever does accept his testimony certifies that God is trustworthy. For the one whom God sent speaks the words of God. He does not ration his gift of the Spirit. The Father loves the Son and has given everything over to him. Whoever believes in the Son has eternal life, but whoever disobeys the Son will not see life, but the wrath of God remains upon him. It's a beautiful gospel after the gospel that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son so that we have eternal life. Today's gospel is a good reminder to each one of us, a continuation of yesterday's gospel, that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son so that all of us we have eternal life. Today we hear it again to remind us that God gives us the freedom to accept or reject what he says is true. But with that freedom also comes a responsibility to recognize the consequences of the choice we make. Either to believe what he has spoken to us through his Son, the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, or to ignore, reject, and choose our own way apart from God by committing sins. Our choices will either lead us on the path of abundant life and union with God, or the path that leads us to our spiritual death and final damnation and separation from the love of God. If we choose to obey God's voice and to do his will, then we will know and experience that abundant life which comes from God himself. If we choose to follow our own way part away from God and his will, then we choose the death, and it is called a spiritual death, which poisons and kills the heart and soul until there is nothing left but an empty person devoid of God's love, truth, goodness, purity, peace, and joy. The joy of the gospel, the joy of love. My brothers and sisters, the question is, do our choices lead us towards God or away from God? It is a good reflection to each one of us that we need to choose God's love in order for us to enjoy the heavenly kingdom, the new and heavenly Jerusalem. God bless you all and have a wonderful day. Bye.